Hello from the dung heap, everybody. These are my friends. A lot of them.
Friends.
There he is. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
And we're live. Hello. SPTV. All right. Hi, everybody. We're back. How's it sound? Is it okay? Oh, thank you. Yes, Day Spiria. And we're back. Thank you, Eric Rader. Thank you so much, Eric Rader, for gifting memberships in the chat just before the technical difficulties brought us down. We're good? All right. Awesome. Awesome. So I have a theory, and I was talking to Stace Spiria backstage, and we did a test, and I think what might have happened was I did a reboot, and it seems to be good, but this has happened twice, and the last 2 times or the only 2 times it happened was when I did a screen share, and Stace is thinking that it could be a software problem. So as long as my mic's okay and you can hear me and see me, I guess we're good to go. I just won't do any screen shares today. So if you remember, I did erase that other one because it was just so crackly and it was only a couple of minutes. So I did erase the other one. But if you remember, I put up a little screen share of my community page. And if you scroll down like a couple of months on my community page on my channel, there's a survey. And I was talking about the survey and different things, asking people. I think they gave you 5 options of things that people want to see. And almost half of the people chose at the top of their list was commentary, my commentary, and interaction with you all on what is important to the community. So, and that includes, of course, things like all of the above of the things that I put was what's important to us, bringing down the cult, things like the protests, things like interviews, deep dives. I did one on hypnosis the other day and how it correlates to cult abuse and cult tactics, and which was something that Doug Scott Kramer and I started back almost a year ago now. So yes, but I guess one important thing to you is to be able to talk about things and to be able to discuss things that are of concern to us all. So here I am. As I said earlier, I don't always know like what I should or could do and can do as far as where I fit in this space. I'm not an ex-Scientologist. I'm not, as I said earlier, I'm not a scholar. I'm not a great orator. I'm not eloquent. And anybody that says I am, you're lying, but thank you. And I'm not a great performer. I mean, I love humor and I try to use humor in what I'm saying, but yeah, I just like people and I like you all and I like to interact with people. So here I am. And one of the main things, and this is what I said from the very beginning, and it's so true, one of the main things that got me out of that cult, Door of Hope, was being a mama bear and having that. And I think it's something that I have in common with a lot of you, is that kind of activism spirit inside me. I think there's something in all of us that want to see justice be done, right? Whether we were abused by a cult or not, we're rooting for the underdog. We want to see cult abuse stop. We want to bring them to justice. And honestly, when I see injustices in this community, believe it or not, a lot of times I just sit back and don't say a word. And there are many, many things that I'm not saying a word about now, you know? But there's sometimes when I do say a word. And the other day, I hadn't said anything about 2 weeks, but I was threatened in an email, and I talked about that. You can watch the stream if you haven't. And I didn't mention any names because it's pretty much a nameless troll, although I do know the name sort of now. Goes by several aliases. But yeah, that happened. And it's very strange that maybe not a coincidence that all this like a chain reaction, all these things, there's threats going on. There's and I will talk about this certain I will name at least one name today because I've had some issues with them as well. There seems to be a lot of unrest going on. And yeah, it's pretty sad. And I am going to talk about it because that's what I do. I talk about things when I feel I need to. So um yeah. Okay. Before I get into it, I want to do some greetings and talk to you all. And oh, thank you, Stace. She's already got some things started for me. And then we will get into the meat of it all while you all are coming in. So all right. Oh, thank you, that kitchen witch, Suzanne. Thank you so much for the super chat. Time to get Mama a new mic. I need a new something. I'm not sure. Haven't pinpointed it yet, but I definitely need to work on this because I don't want to be shut down. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Asen, great to see you. I gladly repeat, spare me the self-proclaimed scholars. Your voice is very important and you are a safe space. Thank you so much, Asen. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm getting emotional already. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm just me and I feel like, it's great that other creators have found their own niche and their own thing that they do, but I guess I need to be true to myself. And I don't like when people tell me don't, oh, you need to be true to yourself, and then they tell me what to do and what I should say and what I shouldn't say. And that's not really being true to myself. If it's somebody who's a friend that really cares about me, that's one thing. But if it's someone who only shows up in my comments when they want to set me straight, how are they noticing what I'm saying? Because they don't seem to be watching when I'm talking about hypnosis or things like that. I'm talking about a petition that I really am passionate about getting signed to save the children. But they will hop in my chat and in my comments and give me their clicks when it's quote drama to tell me not to be drama. Well, have you signed that petition I was talking about? you know it got about a fifth of the views that I got the other day when I was talking about the threats. So when people say let's get on with what's important, well, there's 83 people watching right now. Maybe it's important. Maybe knowing the difference between a troll and a truth teller is important. I don't know, but I'm just gonna talk about what I talk about, I guess, is all I have to say about that. you know Jersey Jan, hi there. You have your own personal cult experience and are healing the same way the Scientology second gems are. We all need to band together. Yes, thank you so much for that. And yeah, I just absolutely adore the second gens, and I think all of you know that. And anybody gives them shit, I will stand up for them absolutely every time. Hockey Hockey Town John, hey there, friend. Great to see you. She talks, she drinks coffee, and she knows things. Thank you. And today I have tea because it's effing tea time. Georgie gave me this. Oh, George Massey, one of my mods, gave me this fabulous cup. Thank you, John. That's sweet. Steve Speria, my good friend, speaking from the heart and with passion is its own kind of eloquence and one you can't learn in a classroom. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've really gotten to know so many of you, and I feel like we're a community and we've cultivated relationships, and I like to hear from you. I like to interact, and I guess that's part of what I want my channel to be about, coffee, cults, and crafts, right? It's just yeah, I want it to be homey, but we talk about real shit sometimes. We just do. Joel McCoy, hey there, friend. I've been here since Maryland started. This space has become something way more than just a Scientology info channel. It is a space for friendship, kindness that is way more important than anything. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Hey, Kazri, great to see you. You're transparent and authentic. That's the secret sauce to attract subscribers, watchers, etc. That and speaking about a topic that people are interested in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cooler by the lake. Yay. You're a member for 5 months. Hey there. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being a member. Appreciate that very much. I love my Cubs and all of you, all y'all. Hey, Kelly, YouTube fam. Marilyn, you speak from your heart and you are genuine and caring. Thank you. Janelle, Janelle H _ art. Too late for doubts. Your credentials have been authenticated. Cults share common ground, and you covered that ground. Don't let the bells and whistles distract you. A cult is a cult is a cult. Yeah. Yeah. Mine didn't have $3 billion, but sure as hell is a cult. And Scientology is, well, actually, I was going to say the cult of cults, but wasn't that what was that called? The one, the space one, Heaven's Gate. The guy there, oh jeez, I know his name, like it's on the tip of my tongue, like the back. I know this cult like the back of my hand. I can't think of his name, but yeah, we're the cult of cults. Yeah, a lot of them are cult of cults. Hey, Granny G, I don't comment much, but I watch because sometimes I just need to listen to someone kind. That would be you, Hugs. Thank you, Granny G. I appreciate that because sometimes I do feel unkind. Like I feel like, oh, maybe I'm just, talking too much like intense things and bringing up, controversial things. It doesn't seem very kind, but I really do try to balance it with kindness. And I think that it's part of, talking about the truth teller thing. I think it's part of not only authenticity, being true to yourself, but also this want for like if you're an empath, right, and you feel other people's pain, you want to speak out about it and you want to talk about it and you want to help in any way that you can. So when I see injustices even in this community with I'm going to say it, with the Aftermath Foundation, how they treated people, the things that have been going on with the PTS Discord, and I'm going to talk about it because I think it's worth talking about because there are names and faces and people that have influence that are treating others like dirt, like crap, and I'm going to talk about it because I have my own personal experience with it as well. So, anyways, I wanted to just go through some of your comments and say hi to you first, and then we will get into it. Kitchen Witch Suzanne, one can be an ally without having the experience. You are both a survivor and an ally, and we love you. Thank you. Right back at you. I love you all too. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Sink Hey, you're perfect just the way you are. I have been here since I saw you on Aaron's channel. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you, Sink Hey. I'm not commenting. I'm not starring these stasis. I'm blushing. Kate Delight, my 3 passions in life: coffee, cults, and crafts. Oh, there we go. You are, and your voice is important. We wouldn't be here if we didn't love you, in your opinion. Thank you. My onion. Yes, everyone's entitled to their own onion. I love that. That's awesome. Oh, I'm way back. Let me see if I can. And again, thank you so much for the gifted memberships from Eric Reader. I don't know if you're in here, but thank you again. Hey, Paula Candeloro, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, when I switch up the time, then I see new people or people I haven't seen in a while. Hey, Laurie, are we back? Of course, it happens when I was the first comment. Oh, sorry. Good to see you, man, Laurie. So glad you're here. Appreciate it. All right, I'm just trying to catch up here. All right. Joel McCoy, Marilyn's channel is more about us than them. We share our hopes, dreams, issues, and pain. To be able to do this is rare. We're lucky to have this place. Trolls and fools are there, but to heck with them. That's right. Absolutely right. I'm glad you feel that way, Joel. The cults want to convince, Janelle, the cults want to convince followers that the cult is the chosen path. Truth is, cults are not special. Don't feed the idea that any cult is, quote, special. Downgrade the ideas of specialness. It's a trap. Mm-hmm. I hear ya. They are. So they're all the same, basically the same thing. Yeah. Hey, Tina McBride. Great to see you. Susie O. Hey there, friend. Love ya. Glad you're here. Okay. So something I wanted to talk about today is, and I want to give you a little bit of background. Okay. So back about a year ago now or so, there was, well, less than a year now. It was probably a year in October. There was a mod named Goldie who she was an excellent mod. She was very nice. She was very good. She could be on, 4, 5, 6, 7 channels at a time modding. And I liked her and I considered her like a friend. And she texted me a lot and I was friends with her. Well, there was a troll that brought up a very disturbing expose about her, about a certain it was like a social media thing that I'd never heard of. And she was sharing some things that were not only political, but also just inhumane, very, very inhumane. And I didn't know about it because I don't watch that troll, still don't, even though he used to troll me really, really bad. And the Discord people decided that they were going to take it up. They were going to delve into Goldie's background, into her life. They I don't even know how to do it, screen recorded that entire media thing, did a video about it. And one of the leader, well, I'll say her name because, she deserves it. Michelle Carpenter befriended me, and I didn't know at the time that she had ulterior motives. She had a pet project that she wanted done, and I think that she pinpointed me because she was, she saw that I was friends with a lot of the creators and second gens, and being a never end, I think she thought that, she could manipulate me. And I'm not saying that what Goldie did was right. In fact, I removed her from being a mod. I wasn't out to crucify her, and I certainly was not going to be pressured and bullied to go to the other creators and pressure and bully them and give them ultimatums and tell them what to do on their own goddamn channel. Okay. Aaron's fault indeed. Yeah. You know what? Aaron was too trusting, and he is too trusting sometimes. And he is very inclusive. We're seeing it now with all the people that he helped to build their channels and they turn on him. Well, does that mean he shouldn't be kind? Does that mean he shouldn't be inclusive? No. And that tells me too, is that he certainly isn't a cult leader if he's not vetting these people, going around and controlling them and telling them what to do and how to act and what to be on their channels. I haven't told him. He didn't know I was going live today. He doesn't know anything about what I'm going to talk about at all. And some of it sort of indirectly has to do with him. But I talk about what I want to talk about. And which brings me to this, is that a lot of the Discord people, the people that are on Reddit, which I never read, I don't even know what's going on there. I don't care. And, aftermath trolls, whatever, they project things and they assume that we're in a cult of Aaron because they themselves are pretty much in their own little cult. And you know how I know that? Because they're turning on each other. They're telling each other what to do. If someone asks a question, if someone asks for an email of another creator that they don't like, they time them out. They diagnose them with mental illnesses. I mean, this Liam guy, okay, I'm going to say it. He was the worst choice, Michelle, to choose, because Michelle she has people skills. She is passionate. She can present herself well. She's smart. She's tech savvy, and she knows her business, whether I agree with her or not. I mean, I think she has done some really disgustingly horrible things, but she could run that Discord. This guy, he claims to be a therapist. I'm sorry, I'm on my soapbox right now. I just need to get this out. He claims to be a therapist, and I don't know what the rules are across the pond, but here you can't say you're a therapist and go on and start diagnosing people online and telling them, oh, you have this or you're that, and kicking them off of a quote public group, right? That's just bullshit. Whether I like this person or not that asked for some email or whatever, I don't know them. I've never said a word about them. They don't like me. They've said shit about me, which I don't even know what they've said. It's kind of funny. But listen, I'm going to stick up. I don't care whether I like the person or not. I'm going to stick up for what's right, you know? So yeah. So I think this is absolute bullshit. And I think it needs to be brought up that are we in a cult? No, we're not. Yeah, Liam claims to be a therapist in France. Yeah, Ian Casillas. That man is the worst example of a therapist if he's even certified. Yeah, and he's done some damage, you know. And maybe, you know, I'm not diagnosing anybody, but maybe he needs a therapist because according to this person, he was going and crying after his interview with Nora. Okay. So maybe he needs to kind of, you know, hang back and take care of himself for a little while instead of diagnosing people and this whole group think of, well, you've offended this person in Discord, therefore, you know, you need a timeout or you need, like, that is just bullshit. And now these trolls that have nameless, faceless, you know, tiny channels, which I'm not going to give them any oxygen by naming their channels, you know, now they are taking that person and dragging them through the coals when they used to puff them up and promote them. What does that tell you? They have no loyalty, they're cannibalizing themselves, and they're trolls. Okay. They're not truth tellers, they're trolls. So yeah, you know, I almost fell into it. And I'm so glad that I didn't ignore the red flags. I No, I regret the times, and I haven't taken down any of the streams that I did with any of these people. But you could see some of the things that happened. One of them showed up drunk on a stream that it was a very, very serious community chat that really needed utmost attention, not showing up shit-faced on a stream, you know. So that was the first and last time I ever you know, stream with that person, but they're pretty prominent in Discord. So, yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there because I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I think it's terrible when people are all like, "Well, you know, we we know the truth, and we this and that." What does that sound like? A cult? You know, they can pick on me, you know, for being a dumb blonde. They can say I'm crazy. They can call me a hoe because my name is Honig. Nice, guys. That's great. That's great. You can sit on your little lofty little chairs and pick on me and body shame me and put up little chubby crochet ladies. I mean, you know what? I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. And I'm gonna blow up your shit because you know you're a bunch of hypocrites. You're hypocrites. So like I said, I don't necessarily agree with who they're attacking, but hey, she's a person. She's a person. And maybe she needs a little bit of compassion, you know? And it's absolutely disgusting. Hey, Serge. Oh, hi. Hey, honey. So good to see you. Long time no see. You caught me. You caught me at a time. I'm just like, rah. I'm, you know, I'm on a roll. I'm feeling passionate. I'm feeling it. And I just, yeah, people suck. People suck. And I hate seeing someone ganged up on no matter who they are. You know, I don't like it. It's not right. And it just shows me that they're a bunch of trolls and a bunch of bullies. So, hey, Beachcomber, Marilyn, call them out. We are not interested in their petty. We want to see out of Scientology. They want drama. Yeah. Yep. And I want to see people treated like humans, you know. And hey, you know, people could say, well, you're feeding the trolls, you're giving them glory, you're not concentrating on the children. Listen, I am concentrating on the children, and I can multitask. Okay, I've been doing streams about cults, but I also am going to call out the bullshit. If I'm getting threats and people that I care about are getting threats, I'm going to bring it out into the light. You know, I'm not going to run away and be a sissy or be whatever. You know, I'm not going to be scared of them. I'm not going to be scared of them. So, hey, Serge, we are about to cover children in the RPF. This is what they don't want to be discussed. Hmm. I wondered. I wondered why now. It just seems to be escalating, the threats and yeah, it's escalating. And I think that Mike Rinder does not want anything like that discussed. And I've been under pressure to tell myself and some of my friends not to mention Child USA or Mike Rinder or the protests against Child USA and all those things. But hey, I'm going to just scream it louder because the children are important. They really are. Oh, hey, Laura. So good to see you, honey. Love you. Sorry, I get so emotional because I love you, freaking second gens. You do it to me every time, but yeah, I feel your pain and I'm going to be there for you all, for all of you. And thank you so much, honey. Yeah, we're not going to put up with the bullshit. And we are going to talk about children in the RPF and all the pain that you all went through. It's not okay. And people need to be accountable for it. It's just, to me, it's just so angering that this is still going on and they're trying to cover it up. And Mitch Brisker saying, oh, there's no children. There hasn't been children since 1991 in the Sea Org. And we see people coming out now that in the 2000s, they even joined the Sea Org at like 9 years old, you know? So it's absolutely ridiculous. Lori plays, I love me some Laura FM. She is the sweetest. Love you so much, honey. Down the rabbit hole. Hey, rabbit. Hey, honey. Love you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Marilyn, for speaking up. These people use people to attack. Yeah. Aaron Smith Levin, Serge, Nora, Lara, and many others. They have been using this woman and now they're attacking her. Can you believe it? It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And like I said, I don't agree with everything she's said and done, but hey, you know what? I have compassion for her. I've never said her name. I've never said any ill word about her because I do have compassion for her. And she could be, my daughter or my friend or my sister or actually my sister, sorry, who passed away when she passed away 5 years ago. She was a mistress for 30 years. 30 years. And her her boyfriend told her straight out he was never going to get a divorce. He was never going to leave his wife. And she accepted that. It was very hard. It was very hard. But she would even bring her boyfriend's wife to the hospital or to doctor's appointments or help her go get cigarettes or food. And right now, both of them are buried next to each other with the boyfriend who's still alive, his name in the middle. So, yeah, I mean, who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? That was my precious sister. And to her, she accepted it and it was okay. But there were times when it wasn't okay. And it's like, we can look down our nose at people and we can say that, oh, this one, because of their choices, they're a terrible person and turn on them, or we can use them to attack other people. She is a human. She's a human. And cut the shit, people, because we're seeing what you're doing, Liam, in the Discord, and Pete Jensen and Juliana Bittencourt and Michelle Carpenter. I'm not impressed. And it's been going on long enough. Oh my God. You guys are going to make me cry. Love you. Love you, Nora. Yeah, and there's a truth teller right there. We've got Rabbit in here. We've got Oh No Nora. We've got Serge. We've got Laura. They are the truth tellers. They're the truth tellers. And they're not trolls because you know what? They come out, they show their face, and they tell the truth. They're not slinking around and using people and throwing them under the bus and being little minions for, if they want to call me a flying monkey, what are they doing for the Aftermath Foundation? Which, It's crazy because that's a charity. And to take the SBTV Foundation's name and to be slinking around and using their name and their email as a troll account, that's just disgusting. It's absolutely crazy. And you know what? If someone was doing that, somebody I knew was doing that to the Aftermath Foundation and saying that they were Aftermath Foundation and causing them trouble, I would be like, what are you doing? Like, even though I'm not a big fan of the board, I'm a fan of the actual charity and what they've done and what they have potential to do and what they are doing, hopefully, you know. Don't agree with their policies, don't agree with a lot of their board members, but at the same time, if somebody I knew was using their name to troll people and to call them crazy hoes, you know, yeah, maybe I'm crazy. I don't think I'm a hoe, but maybe, but like, how are we going to take you seriously, person? You have about 5 aliases. Think you're a woman, but um, I don't think it's doxing somebody if you don't say their address, but you push me and I might say their name. So yeah, they need to cut the shit. They need to cut the shit because you know my real name and you know my face and you know my voice. And if you're going to use my material, you better show your face and your voice or use fair use correctly, appropriately. So that's all I have to say about that part of it. Chris 10M. Poor Aaron, he believes everyone is good until they wrong him. I have to remind myself of the horrors he grew up in and that he has to be pointed out when that they were so bad. Yeah, one thing about Aaron is he has no guile, right? What you see is what you got. And sometimes it gets you in trouble because you like they say a thief knows a thief, right? Well, if you don't think that way, if you don't think like a slimy little troll, if you don't think like a pathological liar, then yeah, you tell the truth. Yeah, the truth. Oh no, Nora. Yeah. All Lindsay had to do, and it's the first time I've ever said her name, was to ask for my info and she got hammered. That should tell you everything. Right. Right. Um, I mean, yeah, I'll just leave it right there. That just shows you everything. Absolutely. That's a cult. That's very super culty, you know? And I'll say, hey, when I interviewed Mitch back in January, Aaron knew I was going to interview him. He didn't tell me not to. He said, oh, not my favorite kind of guy, but he would never tell me what to do and what not to do on my channel. They do, obviously. They do. And now they're making nasty videos about her. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I'm sorry. And I know you don't like me, and that's totally okay. But it's not okay what they did to you. Not okay. Oh. Lori plays, gifted. Oh, thank you so much. I gotta do the seal clap. Thank you so much. I love when I get new cubs. It's raining cubs. Hallelujah. It's raining cubs. Amen. I could not sing before COVID. I definitely can't sing after COVID, but thank you. Love ya. Constance June. Using someone until they are no longer useful and then tearing them apart is cruel. Yeah, absolutely. And it just shows what they're like. And you know what? In a way, it just pretty much vindicates me because I've been trying to tell people this for a while. And a lot of you have believed me, but then there's other people that don't ever want to face it. And it's the truth. And it's the truth. Oh no, Nora, she got my email from my chat and we emailed. It was fine because communication is fine, right? What do they say in Scientology? Communication is the universal solvent, you know? Yep. If only we could communicate, you know? On the rabbit hole, exactly, Marilyn. I know we all have to be tough and we don't always agree. We all have to be, yeah, stand up. Yeah. Yeah. If I see someone being bullied and picked on, even if it's somebody that I know hates me, I'm not gonna stand by and watch that. I'm not gonna stand by and watch it. It's disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves, especially Liam calling himself a therapist. and then being a big baby, crying to Lindsay, and then turning around and banning her because all of the bullies in the playground of PTS Discord tell him to, you know? And they've done the same thing to me. They tried to befriend me. I was sort of friends with them till I saw what was going on with them. And then I cut them off. And now, you know, I probably have just as many videos and insults about me as Aaron does. And now Clearwater Chad is coming on the radar. Now, okay. There are some trolls that I actually like. Clearwater Chad is a good friend of mine. Yeah, he's a truth teller, but he's also a troll, but I gotta love him. Sometimes the trolls need other trolls. Paula Candeloro, yes, truth tellers unite. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh no, Nora, the voice of reason. Yep. Serious truth teller. Yeah, and if it's uncomfortable for people to talk about these controversial subjects, it's totally fine. I totally understand and I get it. And I would never tell you that you're wrong for not talking about things. Some people report the news. Some people do deep dives into certain cult things. Some people, talk about their story or interview people, or some people do all of that. I try to do a little bit of everything, but I also need to talk. And I feel like I've got that fire in my belly and I need to say something. I just need to say it. And I think I think Nora's the same way. That's probably why we get along. But if people only knew what I know and don't say, you'd give me some credit. So, Kate Delight, yes. Your opinionated onion. I love opinionated onions because everyone's entitled to their own onion. Janet from another planet. Marilyn, just think about who all are in your chat giving you support. Lots of second gems. Yeah, I love that. Your channel is definitely needed. We stand by you 100%. Thank you so much. Poor Kelly. I haven't seen her yet. She's probably out, like, who knows what, taking a nice walk or whatever. And I told her I would warn her every time I do this. I said, oh, getting blurry. I was like, Kelly, you left me unsupervised. You went to sleep the other night. And I popped on a stream. I was like, yeah, I'm having getting threats. Let's do a giveaway. It's just like, what did you do now? It's just a joke. She would never tell me what to say and what to not to say. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Like, grow up. Holy true. Kate Delight, the big difference between you guys and the trolls is that you are able to admit and take accountability and correct whatever misunderstood or new info you get. Yeah, and I'm big on receipts, you know. The only reason why I didn't share that video, you can find it easily, is because I do feel protective of people that are being bullied, and I don't want to send a bunch of people over to her to kind of make her feel uncomfortable. But hey, if you want to give her some support, go for it. Go for it. And for anyone that thinks that I'm, in some kind of cult of Aaron or whatever, I'm not, because I think for myself. I think for myself and I do what I want and I support who I want. And I say, hey, I'm sorry about that to whoever I want. So, right, poet. Unfair is unfair. Doesn't matter who you are. Absolutely. Yeah. Hockey Town John. One band, one sound tax. Oh, I don't charge taxes, but thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Lathanda, hey, great to see you, Lathanda. Communication and connection is the antidote to Scientology and other cults. Yep. So that is what you are providing for the community here. I love that you do that. Thank you. That's a really good point, is communication and connection, because what do cults not want you to do? They don't want you to ask questions. They don't want you to connect with people. They don't want you to communicate. They want you to think, act, and be who and what they want you to be. And what is the Discord doing? Exactly that. Pretty culty. Pretty culty, sis. Mm-hmm. Oh, Tiff. Oh, thank you so much, Tiff 420. Gifted 5. Oh, okay. I got to do it. So good. It's raining cups. Hallelujah. It's raining cups. Amen. Thank you. Oh, that was so off, but you guys put up with me. Thank you for putting up with me. You're awesome. Oh, James still always comes up with the funnies. You would think there should be lifeguards in the gene pool. Okay. Lori plays. I guess I was banned from that Discord and never even spoke. I stayed in for the YouTube notifications, but I know they were talking about me, especially after defending you and Aaron in Ian's attack video. Yeah, because they don't want free speech. They don't want anyone asking questions or talking. And then they project that all on us, which is ridiculous. Mischief manages. Biscuits are burning. I see your biscuits are burning. Mhm. Sharona, my Sharona. Hey there, good to see you. They must have dead agent files ready to go on everyone quote on their side. If they ever seemingly step over some imaginary line they've created, they attack right out of the Scientology playbook. Yeah. You know what? That's a really good point, Sharona, because when you're in a community like that and like a Discord or even us, in the chats, people start to feel comfortable. They start to share things. And if that's thrown at them when they don't step in line, that is like dead agency. Oh, we don't put up with you. We don't thank you. Yeah, that is like dead agenting because they're they're like saving up all these things to use against you. And that's exactly what happened to Duncan and I when we left our cult. Was like some of the flying monkeys would tell me, oh well, Duncan confessed to this. When he was with us and all this, like trying to get us against each other, and trying to dead agent him and dead agent me to each other. So we would one of us hopefully their eyes would leave that person and go back to the cult, which is again hypocritical because they believed once you were married, you were always married. And they kind of put us together. So that would be a failure on their part too. Hey, brain fog, good to see you. I swear I hate the bullies. I can I can deal with them because I was a bully and a mean girl and woke up one day and thought this wasn't good for me and the people I knew. You can change. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for admitting that and for being transparent because I think that's really important. And yeah, the same with me. I realized that I threw a lot of people under the bus in the cult, especially. And you were told that it was for their own good, but I knew deep down that because I knew it was painful for me. And at one point I did put a stop to it, but not before I had to do a lot of apologizing afterwards, you know? I like my onion sauteed with mushrooms and Swiss on a nice bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, that would be Duncan, definitely. He loves onions and mushrooms and bacon. Doesn't really like cheese that much. Can you believe that? When I married him, he didn't even eat pizza or macaroni cheese or anything like that. I converted him to cheese, but he still doesn't love the cheese. But I do. I guess that could still be vegetarian. I think I could be vegetarian. Maybe not vegan because I love cheese and stuff like that, especially cheese. See, I'm just trying to pick out some here. Literally no one. Hey there, Georgie. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know. You want me to sing, right? I will anyways because it's kind of a habit now. But thank you so much, Brain Fog, for 5 new cubs. I want a new cub. I got 5 new cubs. Yay. Okay, it's ready. It's raining cubs. Hallelujah. It's raining cubs. Amen. There it is. I love it. Love seeing all the green. Kate Delay, we don't put up with you. We choose you. Thank you. And I choose you. I choose this community, and I love this community. And I don't care if it's popular or not to stick up for Lindsay. I'm going to, because I don't like when those assholes gang up on me. And I don't like to see them do it to anyone else, no matter what they've done. It's absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to call it out. So, Lathonda, I identify as a chubby crochet lady. Okay, well, that's okay. I'm the crazy chubby crochet lady. I'm also a hoe. I'm a honig. Honig. That's my name. It really is my name. It means honey in German. If they were as educated and cultured as they claim to be, they would probably know that Honig means honey in German. I even have some honey pots that say Honig on them. Yep. All right, this going. I know. I know. That is a yeah. That is a dirty little secret. Now it's out. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can't even believe I married him, but I was like, "Well, maybe I could change him." And he does do some cheese now. He does. Hey, Mama's Life, good to see you. I was brought up living off the land, so could never be vegetarian. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think what, like, meat I couldn't live without. I mean, definitely can't live without cheese. Um, I like some shellfish. I guess you could be a pescatarian. I hate fish, though, but I like shrimp and lobster. That's about it. Oh, guys, you guys make me cry. You're awesome. Yes, it's all about the cheese, about the cheese. No tofu. It's all about the cheese, about that cheese. No tofu. Yep, I would agree with that. Bacon. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about all the things. If the cheese is just right, you can even crochet it. Yeah, I could probably crochet with some string cheese or crochet a block of cheese. Trying to think if I ever crocheted any cheese. I'm surprised I haven't, because I've crocheted a lot of different weird things, as some of you know. As some of you know. I know, Susie. Oh, my pearls. I thought Dunkin' was darn near perfect. Not liking cheese is a deal breaker. I know. He does now, though. Yeah, and we live in Vermont, the land of cheese. Vermont and Wisconsin, right? No, he knows better now to he buys cheese. You know what he does too? He doesn't like I think it's a texture thing. He doesn't like creamy, like mac and cheese isn't like creamy. He'll eat it if like I'll make baked mac and cheese, just making like a roux with a cheese sauce, like a mornay, they call it. And it's a basic macaroni and cheese. And what he does is he'll take his portion, put it in a casserole dish, and just put it in the oven, or sometimes he'll put it in a frying pan and just make it like crispy. That's he likes the flavor, I think. It's just the texture. That is true. Stace, you always see the silver lining. The upside of Duncan not loving cheese is it means more cheese for you. So maybe that works. Yeah, that's true. More cheese for me. And that's what he says about things like fish, because he loves salmon and all that. He gets to eat it all. Becca Jean, I covet my crochet Thetan from Cheryl. Yes, there's somebody that keeps saying in my comments, asking me for the pattern, and I don't have it. I don't know how to make a Thetan. So we got to get Cheryl to do a lesson. Maybe we'll do a crochet stream. That'd be really, really fun. Tofu is essentially bean curd. Okay. All right. Yes, Vermont white cheddar. Yes, I like the sharp. There's this company called Cabot cheese. I love Cabot cheese. And there's like just regular cheddar, there's sharp, there's extra sharp, there's seriously sharp, and they just made a new one and it's even more than seriously, and I can't freaking remember what it is. I tried it. It was actually pretty good, but Duncan, it's way too stinky for Duncan. But he stops at about sharp, but sometimes I can sneak in the seriously sharp, especially when I make stuffed shells. for some reason, he doesn't mind that. Oh. Cheese and maple syrup. I have had it together, believe it or not. I've had poutine with the cheese curd and maple syrup. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Sharp cheese is awesome. Yep, we talk about all the things. Oh, hey, Becca Jean, happy birthday. Not really good. Happy birthday. Oh, well, I like the Beatles one. You say it's your birthday. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, or something like that. Or is it, it's my birthday too? I don't know. My son can sing that. Austin. Whenever he's at a gig, he'll do it. Yeah, happy birthday, Becca. Happy birthday. Mayor 924. Never seen you, but hey, that's awesome that you chimed in about the cheese. Love Cabot Extra Sharp. Really love all Cabot cheese. It is so good. Yes, happy birthday, Becca. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's a good idea. Perhaps you need to crochet some slices of Swiss cheese hot pads. Great. I've got my cherry pie. I got to put it in the box for the new Airbnb that Dunk's building. I'm just crocheting stuff for it. That's a hot pad. That's a great idea. James, you're allergic to dairy? Oh, I'm sorry. Mott Sharp is the closest to English cheddar. It's the only cheese I eat. Okay, then. All right, then. Oh, did I read this? Thanks for the super chat. Chubby crochet lady. Yes. And I am the crazy chubby crochet lady. Yes, happy birthday. That's awesome. All right, everyone. We're getting close to an hour. I just wanted to come on and talk about stuff. And I was talking to a good friend of mine and about, my content, about where I'm going with my channel. And I like to do all the things. I really enjoy. I'm definitely going to keep doing those deep dives that I started with Doug Scott Kramer about the tech. And I want to get some ex-Scientologists in to talk about some of the tech and compare it to other cults. And, I'm starting with hypnosis and NLP and things like that, talking about auditing. And it's funny that I swear I did not talk to Aaron about the auditing thing, but he was talking about the grades, the lower grades, and talking about the auditing commands and things. And I was like, oh my God, I had just done the thing on auditing and hypnosis earlier that day. So that was really cool. I was like, oh wow, I feel like we're sort of on the same wavelength there. So yeah, I'll definitely do have Cow's brand cheese. Okay. Yeah, so definitely just keep doing that. But I love to connect with you all and to talk to you all. So sometimes, I don't know why it is, but like when I was talking to this good friend of mine, I just said, I want to concentrate on important things, what's important. And they said, well, it seems like those things are important if you get 5 times the more views. And I don't want to do things, for clicks and all that, which I don't. But at the same time, if that's what's important to you and you want to talk about it, I yeah, then let's talk about it. So I just want to click on a couple of things as I'm talking. The cheese cubs. Yeah, I like that. It's your channel. Thank you. It's my channel to talk about what you want to. Right. Yeah. And if I lose support even from other creators, I totally understand that. But I need to be true to myself. Like everyone says, be true to yourself. Then I'm not going to be told what to talk about, what not to talk about. And if it is important to you, if it's not important to you, then you won't watch and you won't listen and you won't show up and you won't click, So yeah. All right, let me. Oh my God. Thank you, Lathanda. It's raining cups. Hallelujah. It's raining cups. Amen. Thank you so much. I love this. I love getting new cubs. I get so excited. Okay, old Fritz, this is totally fair. And I will totally read this. Not gonna lie, Marilyn, I don't feel right defending LV. Yep. She said some disgustingly ugly things about so many people. Still don't like bullying, I would say, yep, and that's totally fair. And I understand what you're saying, and I don't think I am like defending her. I'm not defending any of her actions. She said some nasty things about me too. I don't really know what they are. I do know one thing because she tagged me in one of them, but yeah, I just think that using somebody to attack people and then ganging up on them, and when you're done with them, kicking them out, diagnosing them with something when that's not your place, and then doing nasty troll videos about them, that's just not okay. That's what I'm speaking up against. Um, yeah. And that's up to her. If she has a change of heart and wants to apologize, that's up to her. But and I'm not talking about, like, it's none of my business what went on with her and Aaron and all that. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass about any of that. None of my business. And I've never mentioned her at all. And I'm supposedly the TMZ of SBTV, and I never mentioned her. I don't think I'm the TMZ. So yeah. So yeah, my biscuits got really burnt. Yeah, that kitchen witch Suzanne, we do not have to like or support her or be her friend in order to say that bullying is not okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's okay if we don't all agree. Crazy chubby crochet club cubs. Okay. Yeah, crazy chubby crochet ladies unite. That's right. You guys are great. Uh-huh. Two wrongs don't make a right. Exactly. Exactly. And I think the difference in this, and you're absolutely right, what they did to her was just as bad as what she did. Two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, and I mean, I don't say like what they did is worse, but in some ways it's like they are ganging up on her and doing this whole culty group thing. And to me, um, after like she didn't toe the mark and dared to ask a question, and then was now has troll accounts doing nasty videos about her. They used her and threw her away. Absolutely. And that's not okay. Yeah. 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 Sometimes karma hits. Yeah. I mean, you could say she brought it on herself. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, I think that, and I'll say this too. And when I say this, I'll say this, it's gonna be a little spicy, but something I've noticed about the Discord, and something that Lindsay brought up, is that, and I don't talk about politics on this channel, only in as much as it has to do with, um, you know, cult activism. And there was a big push to have a political agenda. And to me, extremes are bad. Whether you're way, way, way far left, way, way, way far right. I don't do politics here, but I think they realized that she had different actual politics than them, and they didn't like that either. And I've heard of some people, some dear people in this community, writing something on their Facebook page, and some people, in some cases, even a creator who got super nasty with them and called them names and just bullied them terribly because of something they shared on their Facebook page. That's personal. I think that's nasty. And I think we have to stop that no matter what side of the aisle we come from, especially right now with, the Americans, right? With this country being split down the middle. And so that also tells me too that they have a hidden motive. They have a hidden agenda, and it's damn disgusting, and I'm sick of it. So that's all I'll say about that. And that's funny because I did write that down and I didn't bring it up. So I'm glad someone, kind of sparked my memory there. So yeah, yeah, it's true. Threw me under the bus along with Boobgate. I don't want to see anyone bully. Yeah, and you're a good person, and I'm not saying that any of her actions are okay at all, at all. She attacked me too. She's attacked a lot of people, but I do see them using her as well. And the fact that they just flipped the switch so fast, it just shows that where they're coming from, and they're just nasty. Yes, I can condemn bullying without liking the person being bullied. There are different issues. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. TN Treasure Finder. I might be related to Duncan because I don't like cheese either. I'll eat mozzarella, ricotta, provolone. That's it. Yeah, he'll eat mozzarella and provolone are more mild. He doesn't like ricotta because again, he doesn't like the texture. But I make something called like spinach casserole, and I use cottage cheese, but it's cooked in with eggs, like 8 eggs and half a container of cottage cheese and cheddar cheese and all that spinach. And I just make like a little casserole of it. Put cheese on the top. He loves that actually. So I think it's more of a texture thing than a taste thing. Yes, thank you for saying that. And Nance True is a good soul. She absolutely is. She's a good friend too. Suzanne, perhaps the universe is trying to teach her a lesson, whether she learns it. Yeah. Is her choice. Yeah. It's up to each person. Yeah. Yeah. And we don't have to condone someone's actions, but at the end of the day, we're all people, you know? And again, I don't know. I just like, I guess it's part of like being like an empath is that I see people being ganged up on, whether I like them or not. That's not okay. That's absolutely nasty. Yeah. Right. It's not a matter of politics. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Absolutely. And that's why I drew the line with, the Goldie situation was I removed her from I felt like I couldn't tell other people what to do. But to me, whether what she said or did was found because people had a hidden agenda. And I'll say this is Michelle Carpenter proved to me that she basically wanted to be Goldie. She was jealous and she was trying to infiltrate the whole modding thing. And when that didn't work out, she had a big fit and found whatever dirt she could find on Goldie. And she found a gold mine. No pun intended, But again, yeah, I didn't look at that part of it as a political thing. If someone is transphobic, homophobic, racist, that's not political. That is human decency. And I 1000% agree on that. Yeah. All right. I'm just looking at some things to star. I need to wrap this up because I have things to do, but it's good to hang out with y'all. Hey, Sophia, great to see you. I like to say, don't make me care about your religion and politics because it becomes a violation of basic decency. Simple as that. Absolutely. Agree. Yep. 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 Michelle Carpenter begged Goldie to mod her on Aaron's channel. Yeah. And that wasn't the only channel. No, it wasn't the only one. And yeah, I sadly am responsible for her getting a couple of mod gigs, not because I recommended her per se, but because, I think she used my name to get some. But, she's, as far as I know, she's not on any channel. I don't really see her that much anymore, except the last time was she got up in Kelly Copter's comments saying she was a terrible disappointment, so whatever. Kelly is far from a disappointment. And I'm sure we can all agree on that. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. If you can hit the like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And yeah, it was real. It was real. Yeah, all these phobics are just weird. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay, everyone. I will see you very soon and have a great day. If anyone needs to reach me, my email is coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com. And have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye. Zenu, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hubby makes the coffee.
like a book.